Right, hello everyone, so I'm at the Anglican Cathedral in Liverpool. I am doing a bit of a different video today. Being a photographer, I'm always interested in, old photographs, famous photographs and where they were taken and trying to find the locations of where they were taken. So I thought, I'd make a video about this and see if it's something that people are interested in, because you always see Beatles photographs of the early days when you were in Liverpool and you go, where was that taken? You want to try and find a location, or you try and guess where the location is just by looking at the photograph. So that's something I'm going to try and do, try and make it a feature on the channel. Today, I'm making it easy myself. I've picked a photograph by Trisha Porter. Trisha Porter took loads of photographs in Liverpool during the 70s and 80s. Mainly the early 70s, I think. So there's a photograph that I've seen that I quite like. There's not a lot of information on the photograph. There is in the picture itself, but in the write-up it just says two boys playing in the cathedral grounds, and that's all it says. But it's easy to recognise. I'll put the picture on the screen now. But I'm going to try and match up that photograph. Going to go down there, match it up, and take a picture of it on my camera, and then put the photograph on at the end. And do a little side by side maybe. But yeah, this is part of a bigger exhibition by Trisha Porter that was on a Blue Coat in 2015. So yeah, she's a great street photographer. I've only just discovered her. Going through Google, looking for old photographs, and I come across hers, and she's a great street photographer. The only thing it doesn't give on the photograph is what camera she used, what lens she used, shutter speed, but you can guess the shutter speed by looking at the photograph. It looks like a fairly low shutter speed because the boy's blurry in the photograph. I know the whole photograph looks blurry because that's probably because it's being compressed when put it online. But looking at the photograph, the background's a little bit more in focus than the boy who's in motion. So it's a fairly low shutter speed, I reckon around, I don't know, 100th of a second maybe. But yeah, I'm going to go down, have a look and try and find a location. So the photograph was taken in St James Gardens. Okay, back then it might have been still being a cemetery. Then again, it might not have been, I don't know. Before it was a cemetery, it was a quarry. So it was a quarry, then a cemetery. Now gardens, but people are still buried here. You alright? If looks could kill. No, he's not looking back. So this is St James Gardens. A lot of famous people, not famous, but a lot of well-known people are buried here. The likes of Kitty Wilkinson. You got the little Grace story in here. The Huskisson Mausoleum. The first man to be killed by a train, in fact. William Huskisson. By Stevenson's Rocky. Just little nuggets of information that you pick up when you come to places quite a lot. I love coming down here, it's lovely down here. But it's still hustle and bustle outside, but when you're down here it's nice and quiet. And just lots of green space around here. It's great. So, I'm going to try and find the exact location where that photograph was taken. So I'm in the general area of where it was taken. So you can see the let's zoom in a touch. See the Huskisson Mausoleum just there. I'll keep everything still. You can see a little plinth just there. Now there's a boy leaning against that, and it's obviously got the fountain, the water fountain that you can actually drink from. People over there now drinking from it. You can actually drink from that fountain. So that's in it. So right. I see what's going on here. So I couldn't work it out in my head of exactly where it was, and it looks like where the boy's jumping It's no longer here anymore. The water's been it's been covered up. It's a grassed area now. That's the plinth in the photograph. There's the mausoleum. So I'm going to try and line up the exact shot. Just while I'm here, I am filling up bottles and bottles of water from the fountain. Look at that, brilliant. How safe it is to drink. So this is why I couldn't work it out, because part of the photograph isn't here anymore, and looking at it again, it's obvious where it is now. So let me turn it round, because I'm roughly in the spot where the photograph is taken from. So the green grass leading up to the mausoleum there, that was all water at the time. So I'm guessing that this was so the water would have come down here and leading up to the fountain. Okay, and this would have been a feature in the middle, really. So on the photograph, it looks like she's lower down than eye height. So I'd say about there, maybe. Let me just zoom in a touch and try and crop it the way she'd have had it. No, I can't on this. So maybe a bit further back. Yeah, so I'm going to try and recreate it on a photograph, but this is roughly where it was taken. Now, the mad thing about this is, this photograph was taken in 1974. Now, you think in 1974 being not that long ago, it's 50 years ago. So 50 years ago this year, at some point, two kids are playing around here, just having a laugh, jumping around, and they're, what, in the late 50s, maybe early 60s. So it'd be good if one of the people on the photograph would actually contact me. I don't know, it's obviously set up. They're obviously playing, then she said to the man, she said, left my phone on the wall there. She's seen her jumping and she's probably gone, do that again. And it's probably took her a few attempts to get that photograph. But looking at the boys jump, I'd like to know if he made it, because that's, look at this patch of grass, I reckon he's landed in the water, straight in the drink. But yeah, so let's turn it round. Look, it doesn't look that wide on here, and it doesn't look that wide on the photograph. But it is quite wide. But yeah, I found it, I've kind of matched it up. It's just not there. So we're looking maybe something like that. But with more of the grass in. So I'll get my camera out, I'll try and match it up. So I've took the photograph, I'll put it on screen, I'll put Trish's on screen now, and then I'll put my match up on. So the reference points we're looking at here is, if you look at the mausoleum, it's just about showing a third pillar. If you look at the plinth that the boy's leaning against, it is, the bottom left hand corner is cut out. There's a further bit of brickwork that's no longer there, but the bottom corner of the plinth is cut out, and so is some of the edge of the plinth is cut out. So I've tried to match it up as best I can, so they're the reference points you're looking for. Trees wise, they've got a lot bigger in 50 years, to a point where they've got no leaves on, so maybe that photograph was taken in the winter. So it's almost 50 years since it was taken. Yeah, but I'm done. Just a little idea for a video. If you like it, let me know, leave me a comment. I enjoyed doing it. You know, I've done myself an easy one for the first one, but if you've got any ideas, my Instagram's on the screen now. Leave me a message on Instagram of a photograph that you've taken, or you've got an old photograph of family or something, and you'd like me to try and match that up. maybe you don't live in Liverpool anymore, but you've got an old photograph from Liverpool of maybe, you know, parents, grandparents, something like that. Drop it in the in my inbox on Instagram, and I'll try and match it up and get a modern day take on the photograph, and plus, you know, show the old photograph. Give me a little bit of history behind it so I can tell the history behind it as well. Yeah, if it's something you like, maybe you're new to the channel because this is something different that's showing up on your feed of old photographs, consider subscribing. I appreciate it. And a thumbs up is always appreciated because it helps get the reach out there, should I say. Right, guys, loads of people around me, that's why I'm conscious of me talking. People that know I don't like talking around other people. But yeah, thanks for watching, speak to you all soon. Bye now.